This week on Celestial Ovation, we speak with an exceptional minister in Celestial Church of Christ, Brother Demola Bolaji.
Samuel Demola Bolaji was born in 1974, August 30th, in Celestial Church Demola Parish. And he went through the nursery, the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary institution, Yabatek precisely. From Ijeru Baptist to Jubilee Martin Memorial Grammar School, Utemeta, and then Yabatek.
Brother Demola reviewed the encounter he had with late Reverend SBJ Oshofa on March 12, 1984 that changed his story.
Since 1980, there was this quiz in Celestial Church. We call it Reverend SBJ Oshofa Cup Bible Quiz Competition. That is where you get this picture. That quiz, I joined it in 1982. Brajide was the one that coordinates us from our parish. Then we do go there. It was normally done at the last Saturday in May, preceding the juvenile harvest. So whichever church comes first, whichever parish comes first, would have the honor of SBJ Oshofa in their juvenile harvest. So it was a struggle. I had the grace to follow Rajide down to K2 one Monday morning. He went to buy something from those who are selling spiritual materials. And I said, let's stroll around. You can stroll around. I was 9-10. Stroll around. Okay, let me nose around. Moving, and I got pressed. This is God. I cannot attribute it to anything but God. I got pressed. I saw a young boy like me, of my age, running through the stairs. I was in front of Papa's house. I followed him. Ace. He ran upstairs. I went to wee. Say, go that way. Open the door and pick the key. Well, you know this place very well. As soon as I pushed the door, I heard Tani. And I opened the door and I saw it was Papa himself. Sir, I was afraid. I want to wee, sir. And one boy, he said, okay, go and use it. So as I went and said, thank you, sir. I wanted to go and say, what? Joko. And you almost celestial. Kill him if you're not. That was his first question. Ní tó bá sọ pé Ọlọ́run ló dá ọ̀run àtayé, kò mọ Ọlọ́run. Bó tiẹ̀ ṣe pé òun ló dá ọ̀run àtayé, ṣùgbọ́n ó di ìgbà tó bá mọ kí ni Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká tó lè pé ó mọ Ọlọ́run. Ṣé o ní ìbéèrè? I looked at him, this man. But I was in my mind. The question I wanted to ask was a very special question. We were told that saying to be like shaking water. Woman so pé èmi kọ́ mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sáwọn èmi kọ́ o pé ẹsẹ̀ yín, it just placed the legs wide open. I was afraid. All I noticed is his toe, this one, the big toe, is one tiny. When I look around, you see, it's like a female toe. His big toe it looks like a female toe. I said, ṣé o ti rí dáhùn sí ìbéèrè náà? I said, bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Show it to Wakubai. So that was how I engaged him. And then on the long run, he spoke with me, he told me stories, he gave me backlog of history. Because when he was praying for me that day, and I knelt down, he prayed, Ọlọ́run mi, bá mi pẹ̀lú ẹ, bá mi ṣe. From nowhere, I just saw something on my head. I opened my eyes. It was his heart. He now said, ìwọ ẹ̀mí tó mú ọmọ ìwá, ó mọ̀ jù mí lọ. Ohun tó pé kí n sọ fún ni mo sọ fún. Ǹjẹ́ tó bá dún ohun tí mo sọ fún, bí ogun bá dìde sí, jẹ́ kó náà kó ṣubú fún ara ẹ̀. He repeated it the second time and the third time, and then he removed his cap.
Speaking on the challenges he has faced, Brother Demola, who had been labeled as rebel by some people, said he refused to be thrown off.
If SBJ did not do what he did or the prayer he gave, people today see me as a rebel to the authority, a rebel to this. I always ask a question. If anybody comes to me, I say, if that prayer was said on you, if you know the meaning of words, bí o bá dúró nínú ohun tí mo sọ fún tí ogun bá dìde sí kó gbẹ kó ṣubú fún ara ẹ̀, that will mean tó bá yẹ kúrò nínú ogun yẹn, nínú ohun tí mo sọ fún, jẹ́ kó gun padà kò wúlò mọ́ nìyẹn. I refuse to be thrown off. I've chosen to remain in what he said. No matter who is ahead, I have not bothered about where you sit. Celestial Church is not a place of seat, it's a place of worship. Let me just pray and leave. Wherever I stand in the four walls of the church, I am covered. If you refuse to say the grace of me, I will call on the grace he said on that day, and it will work. In the journey, he told me, you will come back to Ketu. If you get to Ketu, don't spoil my name. I told him, I am not a shepherd. I am Demola Bolaji is Benny Mole. Ohun tó jẹ́ ọmọ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àkókò bá tó yóò yí.
He also revealed to CelestialOvation how he got access to late Reverend SBJ Oshofa's collection.
In the days of Yamidu, late Yamidu, Elizabeth Oshofa, his wife, one of his wives, she went to Ajasha and she came back one day and she said, "Ìwòlì jíṣẹ́ pé ká ṣíbi tí wọ́n kó aṣọ papa sí yàrá papa gangan ká ṣí." Wọ́n wá sọ pé ìwọ ni kó wá gbàdúrà mi. Èmi wọ́n lè pín kan mí báwo lẹ́yìn pín tán màálù tó máa ń kan lèmọ́mù kó lè kan mí. Olùṣọ́ wa ń sọ pé wọ́n ní ẹni tó wà lókè lọ́dọ̀ papa ń bí. Okay. And I went and I prayed, and we opened the thing, and she gave me the paraphernalia of the office of SBT. She gave me 10 of his hats, many of his pair of glasses. I took one day, and by Jesus saw it and said, "Glass, Papa Lily." I was thinking about it. He said, "Awala ile." I could not lie. I don't know. You see, when she gave me, I looked through. I saw the one he used to pray for me. I put it on again, and I said, "Remember the words attached to this thing. If I still remain in the truth, keep me through."
But Demola, an exceptional minister in the celestial fold, who noted that the miracle of God has a standing effect, narrated some events he witnessed after Reverend SBJ Oshofa's death and the miracles that followed.
Where we were at Ejusu then, it was the Hall of Fame in the frontage of the church, the front gallery. They put off all the lights in people are still alive today. There's not one people are still alive to witness to it. The light came up, and not a switch could not fit upstairs. They offered the switch of the gallery. No one could off it. Downstairs, no one could off it. all the church, no problem, except one switch in the inner altar. Nobody could get that because it was after he left that we got the switch in the inner altar. How would they have put the switch of the gallery in the inner altar? So when he came, he was with us for 7 days. That 7 days, it was a marathon vigil. We were just praying, and I thank God a lot of things happened in the lives of majority of the members of Greater Tomorrow then. We were doing last prayer before we do Gloria. He said, tell them to turn and pray for the mad woman outside. From nowhere, freshly mad, a woman was running down from Tejoso Market. Down like that, and she stopped in the frontage of the church. Everybody was like, I am not a prophet. I am just the one that will listen. Because when we were giving back to, he said, and it shall come to pass if you diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord your God. We prayed. That woman regained her sanity. In the early hours of the day, she was begging for clothes because she was raped. That was one. That was what brought me to Ketu. So I came to Yamidu and me. I met Fefe and Yamidu. Fefe is still alive. Yamidu is one. And I said, Papa said, they were cut back. He said, Papa, you. I said, yes. Okay. He said I should come and we should pray at the house there where we met you. I said, yes. When? 1984. They looked at themselves. Okay. Said, but we are doing, they are doing one video from the church there. Would I come? I said, well, I will gladly appear. No problem. I said, but his coming will be July 25. We gather together. Myself, Theophilus Achuba, and some people came. He said I should bring myself our family, Bada family, Ajale Kuku family, and anybody that we should pray upstairs there to welcome him. When the children, the Bada family, the Shofa family began to run up, hope nothing. He said the prophet was coming down from the top there, coming this way. And he stopped at the entrance of Papa's house and said, let every woman in this house cover their head. Because in a few minutes, the owner of the house will come in. So there was a tally. Also, this is true. Up until today, I don't know the prophet. They saw, they came. And then we were all upstairs. Yamidu and Timan, everybody, name them. We were all together upstairs. We did the service, welcome service. What surprised me was, by the time we were ending the service, he touched me and said, Mole, that's the name you will call me, Mole. Did they coach you? I said, leader, cinema, yes, I beg, I'm not here for that. Let's do the welcome service and let me go back to my Tejoso area. I don't want to have Wala here. He said, did they coach you? Okay. And I love Papa. I know the way he does it as a Jacob. I was say, It was a funny time. I did the grace. I quickly ran and knelt down above my head. He said, so for $1 I unconsciously quickly ran and said, ẹ má bínú sí mo mọ̀ lánàá o ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó dé ló sọ pé ká ṣe báyìí ẹ má bínú sí mi wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé kí n sọ fún pé tó bá dọ̀la àwọn akíkétu àwọn ẹ máa rí àwọn oníkétu lọ́la that's around past 11 ọ̀la is just 1 hour time okay. Even myself, I was like, that mean it's enough. God won't be. Kini. Somebody now asked, báwo la ṣe máa rí papa ṣé ọmọ àrìn títì ẹsẹ̀ ara tèmi ń sọ nìyẹn o. Iṣẹ́ sọ fún wọn pé bí rainbow ṣe sọ̀kalẹ̀ láti ìgbà bí òṣùmàrè ti sọ̀kalẹ̀ nígbà tí mo ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè ṣùmàrè wọ́n máa sáyé lọ́la. By 8 a.m. all through the night I was seated with the members of heaven and we were talking. I couldn't sleep. Okay, this one woman was sleeping in the church. I remember because the shepherd, Demola Bolaji then came and said the woman during her sleep, her heart was off, and she said somebody touched woke her up. Said that person was old, shining. He said a mini Elijah. Bí o bá tún àwa fún iṣẹ́ kan bí a bá tún rí ẹ tó o sùn tí fìlà ẹ ṣí tí mo bá gbá ẹ kò sẹ́ni tó máa yọ lára ẹ. And she grabbed her heart like that and the guy disappeared. So the shepherd came in the morning and said something happened in the church, witnessing to what is happening up here. At 8 o'clock in the morning, exactly 8, a shout came from my brother's house. From is that Molayo? Abi Motayo? Motayo. Bọ̀dá Demola, ilé wa ni papa dé sí o, papa ti dé sí ilé wa, rainbow wa. I never came down to see the rainbow.
While stating that what he has seen or known doesn't make him a pastor or wants to be one, but that Demola reviewed an encounter with late Reverend Alexander Abiodun Bada, whom some people has brought some unfavorable report to about him.
He now told me, they said this. I said, let them come and sit down. Let me sit down. You will see they won't report it before me. And that thing that warned me said, Ma ṣọ́ra fáwọn àgbà yín. Adẹ́tẹ̀ tí kì í fún wàrà tó lè dá wàrà nínú. People say, ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ jẹ pastor. I've been having that one since Orí Ọ̀fẹ́ days. Up until Teju Osho days. Until Alamko days, until K2 days. I still have that problem. And I'm not bothered. I told my brother, I said, the only thing I want you to pray for me is to become the pastor either of Redeem or Winners or good churches. He said, tí àmì bá sọ pé lẹ́yìn mi wọ́n ló kọ̀ọ̀kan. Bagbenga was there, Bagbenga was there. I said, ẹ̀mí ò ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. He said, kí ló ń ṣe Bagbenga ṣe pánumọ́? Ó mọ̀ bí ọ̀rẹ́ ẹnu àgbà. He said, dáàdi ẹ̀ má yẹ ká gbà sọ. Because he was in lighting mood.
When asked if there was a time he was frustrated to leave the church, this was his response.
It was a time that we were in court. I felt disappointed. I remember Papa told me, bí ìjọ ìbá dàrú tán, nítorí ó dàrú díẹ̀, má kò ń bẹ̀. I told him, I said, jẹ́ kó dàrú. He said, eh? Because my mentality of ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó dàrú as at that age is Sunday school níjọ́ ti ń dàrú. Ìpèsè ló ń dàjọ́. Bí wàá sí pèsè Sunday school ṣòfò. Ẹ̀sà ẹ̀jẹ̀ kó dàrú ẹ fílẹ̀ bóyá wà yẹn o. Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì àgbà kìí kan tó ń dà wọ́n rú. Jerimo enter, Jerimo go home ni. Ṣùgbọ́n Sunday school, nǹkan kan wà tó máa ń scatter lé. Wà tó ní ìjọba dà, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fílẹ̀ o, kí gbèsè máa wá dédé o. Ó wá rẹ́rìn-ín, ó ní kò yé. A ò sọ̀rọ̀ ìpèsè o. Ìpèsè yóò máa wà. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ìjọ náà bá débì kan, yóò mì. Tó bá mì má kó ń bẹ̀ o. I said, ṣé o ti gbọ́? I said, support ní kó ń bẹ̀, mi ní kó ń bẹ̀. He was putting words in my mouth, I was repeating it.
But Demola, who noted that he is not a pioneer member of the Greater Tomorrow group, explained how he joined the group.
When I got there, Greater Tomorrow was the baby of the heart of one prophetess who are Erabo Mobile. And he was being raised up by Focus member, Fellowship of Celestial University students that turned to Family of Christ called on to service. The likes of Tyler D. Emidas, the late pastor of New Wine Church, Chris Okonji, Yemi Jaibo, and the rest, all of them like that, Mike Adibamowo, and the rest. They were many. And they were teaching them this is the way. But I got in the class, and I saw this is not selling. And I said, if you want to teach Celeste, don't give a lion to eat grass and teach the sheep to eat meat. Their denture is not consistent with that. Give the lion to eat meat and give the grass to the sheep. That's their denture mode. So you don't teach Celeste these things. Teach us what belongs to us. It became a fight at a time. And then the people said, the Demola teach us. So I became the teacher.
On what prompted him to remain a brother, he told CelestialOvation what late Reverend SBJ Oshofa told him about his anointing.
During the course of Papa's speech with this session, I remember he said, tí mo bá kú apẹ òróró yóò fọ́. Má jẹ́ kí ọwọ́ kankan wá sí ẹ lórí títí tá ó fi pè é. We now got to my brother. He said, Demola, mo ti rán èèyàn sí àwọn revival. I was shocked. Mo sì ti rí pé ó yẹ ẹni tó fẹ̀yìn lẹ̀ fún yẹn. Mo ti wá ronú láti fún ẹ ní àmì òróró. Then I told him, this is my case. This is this. And he said, ó dára. Tí mo bá travel, tí mo bá dé, àá fẹ̀mí wádìí. Kí la ó ti ṣe ìgbà. The day I proposed in my heart that I would go for anointment, a day previous, I went to the mess line, to the church. Regularly I would do. I went to the mess line. When I got there, as I was praying, I was hearing at the entrance. That doesn't bother me. So as I finished prayer, I just came out. He just helped me and said, when you walked in and you knelt down, they told me to ask you a question. If all those people that are calling you, she said, I have told you I will call you when I need you. But you want to listen to the voice of everybody. If I reject you, I guess all these people are good enough to take you in. She said, think it and give yourself the answer. Alafia.
In his assessment of the spiritual level of Celestial Church, this was Brother Demola's response.
I can boldly say there's nothing spiritual in selling. Those who are spiritual, they supposed prophets of those days, today have become ordinary men. They had names, but they die while they live. The name, the fame of the names, the fire of the fame were quenched while they lived. And you say it's spiritual? No. We had prophets that in history would walk 5 minutes from Nigeria to Ajashe. He died ordinary. He became a man who would walk and go in cars. This was a person who doesn't need to go in cars. Even if you go in cars, he will go in a strange car. You understand? We have histories. But where are the history? But the people that made this are still alive. And we say we are still spiritual. No. The moment we deviated from the line, the only line that was spiritual is SBG line. The only thing you call spirituality in Celestial Church is the line of SBG. The day we deviated, we begin to struggle. Look at our prophets. Everybody is careless now. They are capable and self. They don't have our tongue. The tongue of celestial prophets are mild tongue. They are all these things like we don't have them.
Speaking on his preaching and teaching style, which he described as divine, Brother Demola revealed to Celestial Ovation how the name Baba emanated.
My own is divine, as it is given. From my history, I had Baba encounter in so many ways. My mother told me while I was still in the hospital, Island maternity, my grandfather came and said, "This is Babawa." That's my mother's story. Now, this Baba that we now talk about came from one small boy, maybe 4 years old. We were talking, me and my colleagues. Behind us, somebody was shouting Baba, Baba, and the thing began to interrupt our discussion. So we turned and said, "The way is all the Baba. Why not go and meet the person you are?" The boy just stood and laughed. He said, "Don't you know it's you I was calling you?" And everybody told me, "Who?" He pointed at me. He said, "You don't know you are our father." Everybody just laughed and said, "Eh?" Baba, Baba, Baba. And it became, from joke, it was translated to becoming the truth thing.
Pointing that Celestial Church is a church of open air, he advised members of the fold to have ear for God in order not to lose their inheritance in Christ and obey with faith.
Every celestial member, when you are born here, you say, "Yosi Shebi Oba Fambalek." But there is a need for the air. When we have the earth to them upstairs, He will lead us. God says, "Hey," and all men say, "Hey, it might not be A." You better stop. Keep that A. Else